Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my DIY beauty advent calendar project for December 2020. So for a little bit of context, every year or at Christmas time or pre-Christmas, I purchase myself a beauty advent calendar along with some others. I usually like to have a sweet one and something that's a bit more like just run-of-the-mill fun. And there have been years where I've purchased multiple beauty advent calendars, and this year when it came to purchasing a beauty advent calendar, I found myself not wanting to. Now, for this whole year, good chunk of last year, even the year before that, I've sort of been moving away from like buying so much stuff, so much makeup and beauty stuff. I have quite a bit, more than enough, coming into my life via PR. I also have truckloads of it that I've purchased in previous years, and obviously I've got one face and only a limited amount of days in a whole lifetime to actually use my makeup. So, you know, I'm trying to like rein it in, and I've done pretty well this year. Definitely, like each year that I go through this sort of, let's call it transformation of being like a makeup junkie to still being a makeup junkie, but also not just buying and buying and buying and buying all of the beauty products. It's gotten easier every year, and I've improved every year. And this year I was looking at advent calendars and I was like, if I buy a beauty advent calendar, I am potentially bringing in 25 new products. Some of them may be minis and some are full size into my life. And do I want to do that? The answer was 100% no, I did not. So I was thinking to myself, well, it ain't gonna be Christmas if I don't have a beauty advent calendar to open. And I usually open them on Instagram, and I've got a few people who love watching them. And I didn't want to change my holiday tradition, and I also didn't want to take that away from people who really love it. Like love watching it. So I was like, well, I need to come up with a solution, and the solution came to me very, very quickly. Make a DIY one with the samples that you have that you did not get through this year, because my goal was to get through a lot of them and I did not. Make a DIY calendar and then turn it into a panning project. So that's exactly what I did. I went through my samples and I picked out 23, oh well, that's a lie. There's actually, I think it would be 25, but 3 are in one bag. They're perfume samples. I just give it away now. So I picked out 23 products for 23 bags, and then I purchased myself something for my 24th, which is the last day. And look, okay, so I purchased myself something, that's 24, as like a treat to myself. It's something that I've been wanting, and I was like, that's my treat for finishing up these. And it's kind of beauty related if you really stretch it. So the reason why I chose 24 instead of 25, because I'm a purist in that way. I always harp on about how a calendar should be 25 doors or drawers or whatever. And the reason why I didn't do 25 is because, for one, on Christmas Day, we're hosting Christmas at home, which means I'm doing all of the cooking. And also because this is going to be like a panning project, I kind of need the extra days because I want to wrap this up before the end of the year. So before December 31st, which means I want to film my progress at the end of the month, edit it and upload it and publish it before the 31st of December, or maybe on the 31st. I don't know, we'll see, but that's a plan. So when I picked out these products, I was trying to be smart about what I was picking out. I wanted a really good array. I didn't want like 10 moisturizers. It's not going to work. So I picked out makeup removers, cleansers, serums. I believe there is a scrub, There's moisturizer. I think I've got body products like moisturizer and body cleanser. I can't remember if I had shampoo and conditioner. I can't remember. I actually can't remember if there's any hair products in here. I don't know. But there is no makeup because too hard. And there are fragrance. So 3 little fragrance samples. Now, when I pulled these things out, my initial plan was to sort of group products in categories. So like these things should be in the first 5 days, and these should be in like the next week after that, and then so on and so forth, because I was thinking what is going to be like, what's going to make it easy for me to actually do well with this. And when I was sort of sitting down thinking about that, I was like, hang on, I'm making this too easy for myself. It's supposed to be a challenge. And also, like, I'm putting a lot of pressure on my mum because she was the one that was going to fill these bags. So what I opted to do was to just make up the little bags, which I DIY'd, I'll talk about in a sec. I gave mum the empty bags, I gave mum the products, and I said, just put everything in its own individual bag except the perfume samples. Put them in together because they're too easy. And then give them back to me and I will number them randomly. So that's what we did. Now, these bags, okay, so how did I make these? I'll leave a link to the webpage where I found the directions for making these. They're actually pretty cool. Mine don't look great, but the reason they don't look great is because I used wrapping paper, which I mean, I wouldn't recommend it if you wanted to actually use it as a gift bag to give to someone, because it's not going to hold up. But for this purpose, it was absolutely fine. They don't need to be super sturdy. They're not holding anything heavy, but they're cute. You could like put a little hole punch in there, tie a ribbon on it, put a gift tag on it if you use like a more stiff paper. But this works because I could not find an advent calendar that some of these samples would fit in. They were too big, like an empty advent calendar. And also I was looking at just buying like mini little gift bags, and mate, not only could I not find them small enough, they were all like, you know, sold in either individually or in like a pack of 3 or 4, and I was like, this is gonna get really expensive, and the whole point is to like not make this difficult. This should be easy. So I decided no, I'm gonna make my own bags. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit ratchet, whatevs. It's a means to an end. So like I said, gave those bags to mum and she filled them. So I don't know what's in each bag. Some I can sort of guess based on how they feel, but you know, that's just because I know my samples. And then what I did, and this would totally be optional, I considered not doing this, but I had some little like stick-on numbers and I just stuck them on each bag. I just pulled them out randomly and put numbers on them up to the number 23. There we go, 23. And then I wrapped up my like gift to myself and I put the tag on it because festive. And look, you wouldn't have to do that unless you really were trying to, like, if you set it up how I originally envisioned that I would, where I've got like certain products in the first 5 days, another certain products in like the week after that, then numbering them might be important. But technically you could just like pull them out at random on any given day. But I didn't. The reason why I opted not to do that was because like I was worried that I would pick something up and be like, oh no, I know what that is and I don't want to open it today. And that defeats the purpose, because the whole purpose of this is for me to like use the stuff up, use it up. So I am going to open this advent calendar over on my Instagram account starting on the 1st of December. If you're in the US or some other parts of the world, that might technically be the 30th of November for you, but it will be the 1st of December for me. And then I will open one every day until the 24th, Christmas Eve. Along with some other calendars. I have some other fun ones that I'm going to open, non-beauty related. And my goal is to pan these samples, pan as many as I can, and then I will publish my update very late in December. Anything that I don't finish, I would like to roll over into my project pan for next year. And to help me get through more of my samples next year, because I didn't do as well as I potentially could have in 2020, I'm going to do 30 days of samples. So maybe once a quarter I'll have like a month where I just focus on as many samples as I can, and we can see how my progress grows, how my numbers get down, get all the samples in a box and get through them, because that's a goal. And if I get through the samples next year, when it comes to buying a beauty advent calendar, I'm not going to have that almost like overkill anxiety about it, because hey, I don't have many samples. So that's the plan. If you guys are swimming in samples, I encourage you to join me in doing this, whether you do it via YouTube if you're a YouTuber, or maybe you have like a beauty Instagram and you want to do it there, or you're just kicking it at home, doing your thing, your beauty loving thing, but you're swimming in the samples. I encourage you to do it. Give it a go. You don't have to do anything fancy. Hell, you could just have like a box of samples and lucky dip in there every day, pull something out and try to pan it in December. See how much you can get through. I'm excited about this. I feel like I have a little bit of a new lease on like beauty advent calendars, which is really fun. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. There's nothing too difficult in there. If I get like, I don't know, if I was to get like a makeup remover on day 23, I'd be fucked. I wouldn't be able to finish it, but at least I'll have a jump on it for next year. Am I right? Chuck it in the project pan and see how we go. So that's it. That's the plan. Let me know what you guys think of this idea, and let me know if you're going to join in. Also, let me know if you just went ahead and bought yourself a beauty advent calendar. No shame in that. I get it. I love it. And if I wasn't doing this, I would have bought one. Undeniably, I would have bought one, because for me it is not Christmas without some form of beauty advent calendar. And 2020 has been a year where I feel like we really need to make sure that we stay on top of the things that bring us joy in life. Beauty advent calendars at Christmas time is one of those things for me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Bye.